God says, I just confirmed only you can see this letter. Don't disobey me by skipping this. Please give me 1 minute. Listen carefully, because this is not something you should brush aside or delay for later. This letter is not random, and it is not meant for a crowd. I have confirmed it, and I am telling you directly that your eyes were chosen to see these words at this exact moment. If you turn away now, you may walk past something that was meant to change the direction of your life forever. Stay with me, because what I am about to reveal carries a weight that your heart has been waiting to feel. Type Amen to affirm. I am not speaking in riddles, and I am not hiding my intention from you. I am telling you plainly that this is a personal call, a moment that was set aside for you long before you even reached this point. You have been searching, wondering, and sometimes doubting if I still see you. I see every struggle, every silent tear, and every time you kept going when you felt like giving up. This letter is proof that I have not forgotten you, and I am stepping closer than you think. You need to understand why I said only you can see this. It is because your heart has been prepared through things that others would not understand. You have walked through pain that shaped you, through confusion that stretched your faith, and through moments that made you question everything. But those moments were not wasted. They made you ready to receive what I am placing before you now, something that requires both your attention and your trust. Before you continue, take this moment seriously and show your faith by liking this and sharing it with someone who needs encouragement, because what you are receiving is not meant to be kept hidden in fear. Do not ignore this instruction, because disobedience is not always loud or rebellious. Sometimes it is quiet, like choosing to scroll away, choosing to delay, or choosing to treat something sacred as ordinary. I am asking you for 1 minute because I know what can happen when you give me your full attention, even for a short time. That 1 minute can open your eyes, calm your fears, and realign your path in a way you did not expect. Type 777 to receive blessings. I know there have been moments when you felt unseen, as if your efforts meant nothing and your prayers were drifting into silence. But I have been working behind what you can see. I have been arranging things, protecting you from what you did not even notice, and guiding you in ways you could not fully understand at the time. This letter is not the beginning of my work in your life. It is the moment you finally start to recognize it. You are not here by accident, and this is not just another piece of content passing through your day. This is a point where your attention matters, where your choice to stay or leave carries meaning. I am calling you to pause, to listen, and to feel what is being placed in your spirit right now. There is a reason your heart feels a pull to keep reading, and that reason is not something you should ignore. I need you to let go of the fear that tells you nothing will change. That fear has been holding you back from stepping into what is already being prepared for you. You have been standing at the edge of something greater, but doubt kept whispering that you are not ready or not worthy. I am telling you that you are ready, and you are already chosen, even when you do not feel it. What I am asking from you is simple, but it is not small. I am asking for your attention, your trust, and your willingness to receive without resistance. When you give me those things, I can move in ways that go beyond what you can plan or imagine. I can restore what you thought was lost, bring peace where there was chaos, and open doors that seemed permanently closed. You have been carrying things that were never meant to stay on your shoulders for this long. You have been trying to figure everything out on your own, thinking that strength means handling everything without help. But true strength is knowing when to listen and when to let go. I am here, speaking to you, asking you to release what has been weighing you down. Do not rush past this moment as if it will come again in the same way. Moments like this are rare, and they come when your heart is open enough to receive something deeper. You have already taken the first step by staying here this long. Now take the next step by allowing these words to settle inside you instead of letting them pass by like noise. I am not asking you for perfection. I am not asking you to have everything figured out. I am asking you to stay, to listen, and to trust that what is happening right now has meaning beyond what you can fully see. Even if your mind questions it, let your heart stay open. There is a reason you are still here, reading each word with a sense that something important is unfolding. This letter is a reminder that you are not alone, not forgotten, and not without purpose. I am closer than your doubts allow you to believe. I am speaking in a way that reaches you directly because you needed something clear, something personal, and something undeniable. And now that you are here, you have a choice to accept what is being given or to walk away from it. Can a 7-second ritual really wipe out debt and attract unlimited wealth? Thousands say it already has. This CIA-leaked brain ritual is helping ordinary people turn financial struggle into real abundance. People are doing it at home and watching money flow into their lives like water. Backed by 4 neuroscience labs, it activates powerful wealth-attracting brainwaves instantly. But this breakthrough is already under legal pressure and could disappear any second. Click the link in the description and comments before it's gone. That pull is not confusion, and it is not coincidence. It is my presence reaching into your moment, asking you to trust that something meaningful is unfolding right here, right now. Do not silence that feeling, because it is guiding you towards something you have been needing for a long time. You have spent so much of your life trying to make sense of things that never seem to come together. You tried to connect the pieces, to understand why certain doors closed, why certain people left, and why certain prayers seemed to go unanswered. But what you could not see then is becoming clearer now. I was not ignoring you, and I was not delaying your life without purpose. I was shaping your path in a way that would protect you and prepare you for what you are stepping into. Type yes to affirm. There are moments when you felt like giving up, when you questioned if anything you were doing truly mattered. You kept going, even when it felt like no one noticed, even when it felt like your effort was disappearing into nothing. But I noticed every step, every quiet act of faith, every time you chose to stand instead of falling apart. Those moments were not wasted, and they are now becoming part of the foundation you are standing on. You need to understand that what I am doing in your life is not small, even if it feels unseen. There are changes happening that do not always announce themselves loudly. Sometimes they grow quietly, slowly shifting things in ways that only become clear later. You are in one of those moments now, where something is beginning to move beneath the surface, something that will soon become visible. Type 222 if you trust God. I know that patience has been difficult for you. Waiting without clear answers can feel like being stuck in a place where nothing moves forward. But waiting is not the same as being forgotten. Waiting is often where growth happens, where strength is built, and where clarity begins to form. You are not stuck. You are being positioned for something that requires a stronger version of you. Do not let the past convince you that your future will look the same. You have experienced disappointment, and it left marks that are still fresh in your thoughts. You may find yourself expecting things to go wrong because that is what you have seen before, but I am asking you to release that expectation because it does not define what I am about to do. Your past does not have the authority to control your future. You are stepping into a season where your awareness needs to grow. You need to start noticing the small shifts, the subtle signs, the moments that feel different from before. Those are not accidents. Those are pieces of a larger picture that is being built around you. When you begin to see them clearly, you will understand that nothing has been random. There is also something I need you to let go of, and you already know what it is. It has been sitting in your heart, creating tension and holding you back from moving freely. It could be fear, it could be regret, or it could be something you have been holding on to for too long. Whatever it is not meant to stay with you. You cannot carry it into what I am preparing without it weighing you down. I am not asking you to figure everything out in this moment. I am asking you to trust that I am guiding you step by step. You do not need to see the entire path to take the next step. You only need to trust that the direction you are being led in is not leading you into harm, but into growth and purpose. Even when it feels uncertain, you are not walking alone. There are people who may not understand what you are going through right now. They may see your silence and think you are lost, or see your struggle and think you are failing, but they do not see what I see. They do not see the strength you have built, the resilience that has formed within you, or the quiet faith that has kept you moving. Their view is limited, but mine is complete. I want you to begin shifting the way you speak to yourself. You have been too hard on yourself, repeating thoughts that weaken your spirit instead of strengthening it. You have allowed doubt to take up space that should belong to hope. From this moment, start choosing words that lift you, that remind you that you are not alone, and that something good is still ahead of you. You are not late in your life, even if it feels that way. You are not behind, even if others seem to be moving faster. Your journey is not meant to look like anyone else's. It is unfolding at a pace that matches what you are meant to carry and what you are meant to become. Do not measure your life against others, because your path is unique and purposeful. There is also something beautiful happening inside you that you may not fully recognize yet. You are becoming more aware, more grounded, and more open to things you once ignored. You are beginning to see life with a deeper understanding. That change did not happen overnight, and it did not come without struggle, but it is real, and it is important. I am calling you to stay present, to not rush ahead in your thoughts or get stuck in your past. Right now is where your attention needs to be. Right now is where clarity is beginning to form. When you stay present, you allow yourself to fully receive what is being given to you. When you drift away, you miss the details that matter. What is the real story behind the 7-second brain technique that is creating new millionaires? A surprising CIA leak has revealed a short brain ritual that helps ordinary people eliminate debt and attract major wealth. With support from 4 neuroscience labs, this simple method practiced at home is turning financial stress into a better life. Homes, cars, and vacations are becoming reality. But the government may remove this information at any time. Click the link in the description and comments before it disappears. There will be moments soon where you will feel a shift, something that confirms that things are changing. It may not come in a dramatic way, but it will be clear enough for you to notice. When that happens, do not dismiss it. Recognize it as part of the work that has been happening all along. It is a sign that you are moving in the right direction. You have carried questions for a long time, questions that did not seem to have answers. Some of those answers are not meant to come in words, but in experience. You will begin to understand things not because someone explains them to you, but because you live through moments that make them clear. That understanding will stay with you in a deeper way. Keep your heart open, even when it feels easier to close it. Closing your heart may protect you from pain, but it also blocks you from receiving what is good. You cannot experience growth without vulnerability. You cannot experience connection without openness. And you cannot experience what I am bringing into your life if you shut yourself off from it. You are stronger than you think, even if you do not always feel it. Strength is not always loud or visible. Sometimes it is quiet, steady, and persistent. It is the part of you that keeps going when everything else tells you to stop. That strength has carried you this far, and it will continue to carry you forward. I know that part of you is cautious right now. You have been disappointed before, and you have learned to protect yourself from expecting too much. You tell yourself not to get your hopes up because you are afraid of being let down again. But what you are feeling right now is different, and you can sense it. There is a quiet peace mixed with curiosity, and that is not something you should ignore. Type 1010 if you walk by faith. You have been carrying questions that no one else could answer for you. You have searched in places that left you empty, hoping to find something that made sense of everything you have been through. But answers that truly matter do not always come from outside voices. They come from moments like this, where you slow down enough to hear something deeper, something that speaks directly to your spirit. There is a shift happening in the way you see yourself. You may not have noticed it clearly yet, but it is there. You are beginning to realize that you are not as weak as you once believed. You are starting to understand that the struggles you faced did not break you, they shaped you. And now you are standing in a place where you can begin to see your own strength more clearly. Type 555 if you trust in Jesus. I need you to stop questioning your worth. That question has followed you for too long, whispering that you are not enough or that you have to prove yourself. You do not need to earn what is already yours. You do not need to fight for my attention, because you have always had it. Your worth was never in doubt, even when you doubted it yourself. There are things ahead of you that require confidence, not in your own ability alone, but in the fact that you are being guided. When you trust that you are not alone, you begin to move differently. You stop hesitating so much, and you start stepping forward with a sense of purpose. That is the kind of movement I am leading you into. You have been holding on to certain fears that are no longer meant to stay with you. Those fears served a purpose once. They helped you survive difficult moments, but now they are holding you back from growing. You cannot step into something new while clinging to what was meant for a different time in your life. It is time to release them, even if it feels uncomfortable. I understand that letting go is not easy. It feels like stepping into the unknown without something to hold on to. But what you do not see is that when you release what has been weighing you down, you make space for something better to come in. You create room for clarity, for peace, and for direction. That is what I want for you. There is also a part of you that has been waiting for confirmation. You have been asking for a sign, something that tells you that you are on the right path. You have looked for it in different ways, hoping for something clear and undeniable. What you are experiencing right now is part of that confirmation. It may not look the way you expected, but it is real. You are not being left to figure everything out alone. Guidance is already present in your life, even if it has not always been obvious. It shows up in small moments, in sudden realizations, and in the way certain things begin to make sense over time. When you start paying attention to those moments, you will see that you have never been without direction. I want you to begin trusting your inner sense of knowing. That feeling that tells you when something is right or when something is off. You have ignored it at times, choosing to follow doubt instead. But that sense is not something you should push aside. It is part of how you are being guided, part of how you stay aligned with what is meant for you. There are people and situations that you will begin to see differently. Things that once confused you will start to become clear. You will notice patterns, understand motives, and recognize what belongs in your life and what does not. This clarity is not meant to create fear, but to give you confidence in your decisions. Why is the government supposedly trying to keep this 7-second brain ritual hidden? A major CIA leak has revealed a short brain practice that is helping ordinary people eliminate debt and welcome wealth. Backed by 4 neuroscience labs, this simple method done at home is turning financial struggles into better lives. People are now getting homes, vehicles, and vacations, but this secret could disappear at any time. Click the link in the description and comments before it is gone. You are growing into a version of yourself that is more aware, more grounded, and more aligned with what truly matters. That growth may feel slow at times, but it is steady. It is not something that can be rushed or forced. It is happening in the right way, at the right pace, for who you are becoming. Do not compare your journey to anyone else's. Comparison will only distract you from what is unfolding in your own life. You are not meant to follow someone else's path. You are meant to walk your own, with your own lessons, your own timing, and your own purpose. When you accept that, you begin to move with more peace. There is something important about this moment that you need to hold on to. You chose to stay, you chose to listen. And in doing that, you opened yourself up to something deeper than what you usually allow. That openness is powerful, and it is something you should continue to nurture. I am not asking you to change everything at once. I am asking you to take small steps, to keep your heart open, and to stay aware of what is happening within you. Change does not always come in big, dramatic ways. Sometimes it comes quietly, through consistent choices and a willingness to grow. You are not alone in this process, even if it feels that way sometimes. I am with you in every step, in every moment of doubt, and in every moment of clarity. You may not always feel it, but that does not change the truth. My presence does not depend on your awareness. It remains constant. You have come this far, and I want you to recognize that this is not a small thing. Many would have turned away by now, distracted by noise, pulled back into old patterns, or convinced that nothing here truly matters. But you stayed, and that tells me something important about your spirit. It tells me that even through everything you have faced, there is still a part of you that refuses to give up on what is real, what is deeper, and what is meant for you. There is a quiet transformation happening within you, even if you cannot fully describe it yet. You are not the same person you were before all of this began. The way you think, the way you feel, and the way you respond to things is slowly shifting. This change is not loud or dramatic, but it is steady and real. And the more you allow it to unfold, the more you will begin to see yourself differently. Type 1212 to claim miracles. You have spent a long time trying to understand your place in this world. You have asked yourself where you belong, what you are meant to do, and whether your life holds a deeper meaning. Those questions did not come from nowhere. They came from a part of you that knows you are meant for more than just going through the motions. And that part of you is now beginning to awaken more fully. There are moments in your life that you once saw as setbacks, things that felt like they pushed you backward or held you in place. But those moments were not there to stop you. They were there to redirect you, to move you away from paths that were not meant for you. Even when it felt painful, even when it felt unfair, there was purpose behind it. Type yes if you believe. You are now standing at a point where you can begin to see things more clearly. Not everything at once, but enough to understand that your life is not random. There is a pattern, a direction, and a meaning that is unfolding. And as you continue to stay present and aware, that understanding will deepen. I want you to start trusting yourself more. Not in a way that fills you with pride, but in a way that grounds you in truth. You have learned more than you give yourself credit for. You have grown through experiences that taught you things no one else could teach. That wisdom is within you now, and it is something you can rely on. There are choices ahead of you that will require courage. They may not always be easy, and they may not always feel comfortable, but you are not being asked to take those steps without support. You are being guided, even in ways you do not fully see. And when the time comes, you will feel a sense of knowing that helps you move forward. You have also been holding on to certain expectations that no longer serve you. You have imagined how things should look, how people should act, and how your life should unfold. But those expectations can limit what is actually possible. When you release them, you open yourself to outcomes that are better than what you were trying to control. I know that uncertainty can feel unsettling. It can make you want to hold on to what is familiar, even if it is not right for you anymore. But growth does not happen in places that remain the same. It happens when you step into something new, even when you do not have all the answers. You are being called to trust the process, even when it does not make complete sense. There is a timing to everything, a rhythm that is not always visible from where you stand. But just because you cannot see it clearly does not mean it is not there. Things are aligning in ways that will become clear to you in time. There are also people who will come into your life who reflect this new stage you are entering. They will not be like the ones who brought confusion or instability. They will bring clarity, support, and a sense of alignment. You will feel the difference, and you will know that they are meant to be part of your journey. Do you know why people everywhere are suddenly talking about this 7-second CIA ritual? A brainwave technique that allegedly leaked from the CIA is reportedly changing lives across the globe. Supported by neuroscience, this short 7-second practice is helping everyday people attract money, freedom, and luxury into their lives. If you are seeing this right now, you are lucky because the page might disappear soon. Click the link in the description and comments to discover the secret before it gets removed. At the same time, there may be things and people you need to release, not out of anger, not out of resentment, but out of understanding. You are not meant to carry everything with you forever. Some things are meant to stay in the past, where they belong. You have been stronger than you think for a very long time. You have endured more than you give yourself credit for. And even when you felt like you were barely holding on, you kept going. That strength is not something that can be taken away from you. It is part of who you are now. There is also a deeper peace that is beginning to form within you. It may not be constant yet, but it is there in moments. In those moments, you feel a sense of calm that you cannot fully explain. That peace is something you can grow into, something that will become more stable as you continue to trust and stay present. You do not need to rush ahead or try to force everything into place. You are not behind, and you are not missing out on anything that is meant for you. What belongs in your life will come at the right time, in the right way. Your role is to stay open, aware, and willing to receive. I want you to remember that you are not alone, even when it feels that way. There is a presence with you that does not leave, even when you doubt it. There is guidance that continues, even when you feel lost. And there is purpose that remains, even when you cannot see it clearly. There were times when your emotions controlled your decisions. You felt overwhelmed, and in those moments, it seemed easier to follow what you felt rather than pause and understand it. But now you are learning to slow down. You are learning to observe instead of immediately reacting. That shift is helping you gain clarity, and it is allowing you to see things from a deeper perspective. Type 1111 if you believe. You have also started to see patterns that you once ignored, situations that repeat themselves, behaviors that lead to the same outcomes, and choices that bring similar results. This awareness is not meant to discourage you. It is meant to empower you. When you recognize these patterns, you gain the ability to change them. There is something important about this stage you are in. It is not about rushing forward or proving anything to anyone. It is about understanding, reflecting, and becoming more aligned with who you truly are. This alignment will guide your next steps more clearly than any external advice ever could. Type 333 to receive clarity. I want you to pay attention to how you feel when you are in certain environments. There are places and situations that drain your energy, leaving you feeling heavy and unsettled. And there are others that bring a sense of calm, even if you cannot explain why. Those feelings are not random. They are guiding you toward what supports you and away from what does not. You are also learning to listen to your intuition in a way you did not before. That inner voice has always been there, but it was often drowned out by doubt or distraction. Now it is becoming clearer. It is guiding you in small ways, helping you make decisions that feel right, even when they do not seem obvious. There is a shift happening in how you see your past. You are no longer looking at it only through the lens of pain or regret. You are starting to see the lessons, the growth, and the strength that came from those experiences. This new perspective is freeing you from the weight of what once held you back. You are not meant to carry the past as a burden. You are meant to carry it as wisdom. Everything you went through has shaped you into someone who can handle more, understand more, and move forward with greater awareness. That is not something to overlook. It is something to appreciate. There are still moments when doubt tries to return. It whispers that nothing has really changed, that things will go back to how they were. But those thoughts are not truth. They are habits, patterns that your mind has repeated for a long time. You have the ability to recognize them and choose not to follow them. I need you to trust that you are moving in the right direction, even when it feels slow. Progress does not always look dramatic. Sometimes it looks like small shifts, quiet realizations, and steady growth. Those changes may not be visible to others, but they are real and they are important. You are also becoming more selective with what you allow into your life. You are starting to notice what aligns with you and what does not. This is not about pushing people away or isolating yourself. It is about creating space for what truly supports you and letting go of what no longer does. There is a sense of balance that is beginning to form within you. It is not perfect, and it may not be consistent yet, but it is there. You are learning how to stay grounded, even when things around you feel uncertain. That balance will become stronger as you continue to practice it. You are not the same person who struggled in the same way before. You have grown, even if you have not fully acknowledged it. You have gained understanding, patience, and resilience. These qualities are now part of you, and they will continue to support you as you move forward. There is something else you need to remember. You do not need to have everything figured out right now. It is okay to not have all the answers. What matters is that you stay open, that you keep learning, and that you continue to move forward with intention. What secret did the CIA trying to keep hidden about your brain and money? A 7-second ritual that activates wealth-attracting brainwaves instantly. People are using it at home and seeing results in just weeks. Cleared debts, unexpected income. Scientists say it works by triggering an ancient part of your brain linked to abundance. But this page may disappear soon. Click the link in the description and comments before it's gone forever. You are being guided towards something that aligns with who you are becoming. It may not be fully visible yet, but it is there. As you continue to grow and become more aware, that path will become clearer. You will begin to see opportunities that you may have overlooked before. Do not rush this process. Do not try to force clarity before it naturally comes. Allow things to unfold in their own time. Trust that what you need to see will be revealed to you when you are ready to understand it. There is strength in patience, even when it feels uncomfortable. There is growth in waiting, even when it feels slow. And there is purpose in every step you are taking, even when it does not feel significant. There was a time when confusion felt constant, when it seemed like every step you took led to more questions instead of answers. You tried to understand why things were not working out, why certain doors stayed closed, and why you felt stuck in places you did not want to be. But now you are beginning to see that those moments were not there to trap you. They were there to slow you down and redirect you towards something better. Type 444 if you trust the process. You are also becoming more aware of your own energy and how it affects your life. You are starting to notice when something feels right and when something feels off. This awareness is not something to ignore. It is a guide that helps you make choices that align with who you are becoming. When you follow it, you move closer to what supports your growth. Type 888 to attract positivity. There is a quiet confidence growing within you. It does not need validation, and it does not depend on others to feel real. It comes from knowing that you have faced challenges and continued forward. It comes from recognizing that you have learned and grown, even when it was difficult. That confidence will help you move forward in ways that feel more grounded and steady. You may still feel moments of uncertainty, and that is natural. Growth does not remove uncertainty completely. It teaches you how to move through it with more awareness and less fear. You are learning to trust yourself even when things are not fully clear, and that is an important step. There are opportunities that will begin to appear in your life, and they may not always look the way you expect. Some may seem small at first, but they will lead to something greater. Others may feel unfamiliar, but they will carry a sense of rightness that you can feel within. Pay attention to those moments, because they are part of what is unfolding for you. You are also learning to let go of the need to control everything. There was a time when you felt like you had to manage every detail to keep things from falling apart. But now you are starting to understand that not everything needs to be controlled. Some things need to be allowed to happen naturally. This does not mean you stop being responsible or aware. It means you stop holding on to things that are not yours to carry. It means you trust that there is a process happening that does not depend entirely on your effort. When you let go in this way, you create space for things to flow more easily. There is also a deeper sense of understanding forming within you about your purpose. It may not be fully defined yet, but you are beginning to feel it. It shows up in the things that interest you, in the moments that feel meaningful, and in the way you connect with certain ideas or experiences. That sense of purpose will become clearer as you continue to grow. You are not meant to rush into something without understanding it. You are meant to grow into it, to allow it to develop naturally over time. This is why patience is important. It allows you to fully step into what is meant for you instead of forcing something that is not ready. There are also lessons that you have already learned that will begin to guide you more clearly now. Situations that once felt confusing will start to make sense. You will begin to see why certain things happened and how they shaped you. That understanding will give you confidence in your path. You are not moving backward, even if it feels that way sometimes. You are moving through a process that includes moments of reflection and adjustment. Those moments are not setbacks, they are part of growth. They help you refine your direction and move forward with more clarity. There is something important about staying present in this moment. When you focus too much on the past, you bring back emotions that no longer serve you. When you focus too much on the future, you create anxiety about things that have not happened. Staying present allows you to experience what is happening now and respond to it with clarity. You are also beginning to understand the importance of your thoughts. The way you think influences how you feel and how you act. When you choose thoughts that support you, you create a more positive direction in your life. This is something you are learning to do more consistently. There will be moments when things begin to fall into place in ways that feel almost unexpected. You may look back and realize that everything was leading to that point. Those moments will remind you that there is a larger process at work, one that you do not always see, but can begin to trust. What if a simple 7-second brain ritual could wipe away your debt and open the door to real abundance? A leaked CIA document reveals a short technique that is now helping everyday people move out of debt and attract wealth. Tested by 4 major neuroscience labs, this easy practice done at home is turning financial struggles into improved lifestyles. People are buying homes, cars, and enjoying travel, but this information could be taken down at any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it disappears. You are becoming more aligned with who you are meant to be. That alignment brings a sense of peace that is different from anything you have felt before. It is not dependent on external circumstances. It comes from within, from knowing that you are moving in the right direction. Stay with this awareness and continue to build on it. Do not rush or force anything. Allow your growth to unfold naturally. Trust that each step you take is leading you closer to something meaningful. You are not alone in this journey. There is guidance present, even when it is not obvious. There is support, even when you feel uncertain. And there is a purpose that continues to unfold, step by step, as you move forward. There was a time when you doubted every step you took. You questioned your decisions, your instincts, and even your ability to move forward. That doubt made you hesitate, and sometimes it kept you from taking action at all. But now you are learning to move, even when you are not completely certain. You are learning that clarity often comes after the step, not before it. Type 666. If you are ready for change, you are also becoming more aware of what truly matters to you. Things that once seemed important are starting to lose their hold on you. You are no longer as focused on approval, comparison, or trying to meet expectations that were never yours to carry. This shift is helping you see your life more clearly and make choices that feel more aligned. Type 999 to accept new beginnings. There is a strength growing within you that is different from anything you have known before. It is not about pushing through everything or forcing yourself to keep going. It is about understanding when to move, when to pause, and when to let go. This kind of strength is balanced, and it allows you to move forward without exhausting yourself. You may still feel moments of hesitation, and that is okay. Growth does not remove every fear, but it changes how you respond to it. Instead of letting fear stop you completely, you are learning to move with it, to acknowledge it without giving it control. That is a powerful change. There are also new perspectives forming within you. You are starting to see situations from different angles, understanding things that once confused you. This is helping you make better decisions and avoid patterns that used to repeat. It is also giving you a sense of clarity that you did not have before. You are not meant to carry everything alone. There was a time when you felt like you had to handle everything by yourself because you did not trust that support would be there. But now you are beginning to see that support can come in different forms. It may not always look the way you expect, but it is there. You are also learning to trust the timing of your life. You are starting to understand that things do not happen all at once, and they are not meant to. Each step builds on the one before it, creating a path that makes sense over time. When you trust this timing, you begin to feel less pressure to rush. There is something important about the way you are thinking now. You are becoming more intentional with your thoughts, choosing to focus on what supports you instead of what holds you back. This does not mean you ignore challenges. It means you approach them with a mindset that allows you to grow from them. You are also becoming more aware of your boundaries. You are starting to recognize what you can handle and what you need to step away from. This awareness is helping you protect your energy and focus on what truly matters. It is a sign that you are growing in a healthy and balanced way. There are moments when you may feel like nothing is happening, like everything is still and unchanged. But those moments are not empty. They are part of the process. They are times when things are settling, when you are integrating what you have learned, and when you are preparing for what comes next. You are not losing time, even when it feels slow. You are gaining understanding, building strength, and creating a foundation that will support you in the future. That foundation is important because it will allow you to move forward with stability instead of uncertainty. There is also a sense of trust that is beginning to grow within you. It is not complete yet, but it is there. You are starting to trust that things will work out even if you do not know exactly how. This trust is something you can continue to build, and it will help you move forward with more confidence. You are learning to accept change instead of resisting it. There was a time when change felt threatening, like something that would disrupt everything you knew. But now you are beginning to see that change can also bring growth, opportunity, and new experiences. There is something ahead of you that will require you to step into this new way of thinking. It will ask you to trust yourself, to trust the process, and to move forward even when things are not fully clear. When that moment comes, you will be more prepared than you realize. You are not alone in this journey, even when it feels that way. There is guidance present, helping you in ways you may not always notice. There is support, even in moments when you feel uncertain. And there is a purpose that continues to unfold, step by step. Is it really possible that a 7-second ritual could turn financial hardship into sudden prosperity? A study connected to a CIA leak introduces a short money ritual that is already changing lives. Approved by 4 neuroscience labs, it trains the mind to draw money toward you. People who once struggled financially are now living their dream lifestyles with luxury homes, vehicles, and travel. But this information might not remain online. Click the description and comments now before it is permanently removed. Stay with this path and continue to trust what is happening within you. Do not rush or force anything. Allow your growth to continue naturally. What is unfolding in your life is not random, it is meaningful, and it is leading you towards something that is worth the wait. This awareness is not something you gained overnight. It came from everything you have experienced, everything you have endured, and everything you have learned along the way. There was a time when you ignored these inner signals. You moved forward even when something did not feel right, hoping things would eventually work out. But now you are learning to pause. You are learning to listen to that quiet sense within you that guides you toward better choices. That change is important because it allows you to move with more clarity and less confusion. Type 111 if you feel guided. You are also starting to understand that not everything deserves your energy. There are situations that once consumed your thoughts, leaving you feeling drained and overwhelmed. But now you are becoming more selective. You are choosing where to focus your attention, and that choice is creating a sense of balance within you. Type 1313 to step into alignment. There is a calm strength forming inside you that is different from anything you have known before. It is not loud or forceful. It is steady and grounded. It allows you to face situations without being shaken the way you once were. This strength is a result of everything you have gone through, and it is something that will continue to grow. You are also becoming more comfortable with uncertainty. There was a time when not knowing made you feel anxious and unsettled. But now you are beginning to accept that not everything needs to be clear right away. You are learning to move forward without having all the answers, trusting that clarity will come when it is needed. There are changes happening in the way you relate to others as well. You are starting to notice who truly supports you and who does not. This awareness is helping you build stronger connections with those who align with you, while naturally creating distance from those who do not. This is not something to feel guilty about. It is part of your growth. You are also beginning to see your own value more clearly. You are no longer relying as much on external validation to feel worthy. Instead, you are recognizing your worth from within. This shift is important because it allows you to move through life with more confidence and less dependence on others' opinions. There is something important about the way you are approaching your life now. You are not rushing as much. You are taking your time to understand, to reflect, and to make choices that feel right for you. This slower, more intentional approach is helping you build a life that feels more stable and meaningful. You are also learning to trust your decisions. There was a time when you second-guessed everything, wondering if you were making the right choice, but now you are beginning to move with more confidence. Even when you are not completely certain, you are willing to take a step forward and adjust as needed. There are still moments when doubt appears, but it does not hold the same power it once did. You are able to recognize it for what it is, a thought that does not define your reality. This awareness allows you to move past it instead of getting stuck in it. You are also becoming more aware of the importance of balance. You are learning that pushing yourself too hard can be just as unhelpful as not taking action at all. Finding that balance between effort and rest is something you are beginning to understand, and it is helping you move forward in a healthier way. There is a sense of stability forming within you. It is not dependent on external circumstances. It comes from knowing that you are capable of handling whatever comes your way. This stability will continue to grow as you trust yourself more and continue to build on what you have learned. You are not the same person you were before. You have grown, even if you do not always see it clearly. You have gained insight, strength, and awareness. These qualities are now part of you, and they will continue to guide you as you move forward. There is also a deeper understanding forming about what truly matters in your life. You are beginning to focus less on things that once distracted you and more on what brings you a sense of meaning. This shift is helping you create a life that feels more aligned with who you are. You are learning to let go of things that no longer serve you. This is not always easy, but it is necessary. Holding on to what is not meant for you only creates resistance and discomfort. When you release it, you create space for something better to enter your life. There is something ahead of you that will require you to step into this new version of yourself. It will ask you to trust your growth, to rely on your awareness, and to move forward with confidence. When that moment comes, you will be ready, even if it does not feel that way at first. You are not alone in this process. There is guidance present, supporting you in ways you may not always notice. There is a path unfolding, even when it is not fully visible, and there is a purpose that continues to develop as you move forward. What secret did the CIA try to keep hidden about your brain and money? A 7-second ritual that activates wealth-attracting brainwaves instantly. People are using it at home and seeing results in just weeks. Cleared debts, unexpected income, a completely upgraded lifestyle. Scientists say it works by triggering an ancient part of your brain linked to abundance. But this page may disappear soon. Click the link in the description and comments before it's gone forever. Stay grounded in what you are learning. Continue to trust the process. Allow yourself to grow at your own pace. What is unfolding in your life is meaningful, and it is leading you towards something that aligns with who you are becoming. You are now entering a stage where your inner world is becoming stronger than the noise around you. There was a time when outside voices easily influenced your thoughts, your decisions, and even your sense of self. But something has changed within you. You are no longer as easily shaken, and you are beginning to trust what you feel deep inside more than what others try to tell you. That shift is not small, because it means you are stepping into a deeper connection with who you truly are. There were moments when you felt lost in other people's expectations. You tried to fit into roles that were never truly meant for you, hoping it would bring you peace or acceptance. But instead, it left you feeling disconnected from yourself. Now you are beginning to see that you were never meant to live according to someone else's definition. You were meant to discover your own path, even if it took time and struggle to find it. Type 1414 to stay aligned. You are also starting to notice how your energy changes depending on what you allow into your life. When you surround yourself with things that feel right, there is a sense of ease that follows. But when you engage with things that are not aligned, you feel it immediately. This awareness is helping you make better choices, even when those choices are not always easy. Type 1515 to receive peace. There is a quiet sense of direction forming within you. It is not something that comes with loud certainty or dramatic signs. It is subtle, but it is steady. It shows up as a feeling, a sense that you are moving in the right direction even if you cannot fully explain why. That feeling is something you can trust. You are also learning that growth is not always comfortable. There are moments when it feels like you are being stretched beyond what you are used to. Those moments may bring uncertainty, but they also bring expansion. They are helping you become more capable, more aware, and more prepared for what is ahead. There is something important about the way you are beginning to handle challenges. You are no longer reacting in the same way you used to. Instead of feeling overwhelmed, you are starting to approach situations with more calm and understanding. This change is allowing you to move through difficulties with greater clarity. You are also becoming more patient with yourself. There was a time when you expected yourself to have everything figured out. You felt frustrated when things did not move as quickly as you wanted, but now you are beginning to accept that growth takes time. This patience is helping you stay grounded instead of feeling rushed. There is a deeper level of trust forming within you. It is not complete yet, but it is growing. You are starting to trust that things will unfold in the right way, even if you cannot see the full picture. This trust is something you can continue to build, and it will help you move forward with more confidence. You are also beginning to understand that not every situation requires your response. There are times when stepping back is the best choice you can make. This does not mean you are avoiding things. It means you are choosing your energy wisely and not allowing yourself to be pulled into unnecessary conflict or stress. There is a sense of clarity that is slowly becoming stronger. You are starting to see things as they are, without adding unnecessary fear or doubt. This clarity is helping you make decisions that feel more aligned and less influenced by uncertainty. You are also learning to trust your timing. There was a time when you felt like you needed to rush or keep up with others, but now you are beginning to see that your journey has its own pace. When you trust that pace, you feel less pressure and more ease. There is something important about the way you are thinking now. You are becoming more intentional, choosing thoughts that support you instead of those that hold you back. This shift is helping you create a more positive direction in your life.